genetic causes of cerebral palsy uncovered through whole genome sequencing, according to what the Hospital for Sick Children research says. A Canadian-led study has identified genes which may be partially responsible for the development of cerebral palsy. Cerebral palsy, CP, a condition that affects the development of motor skills in children, is the most common childhood onset physical disability. CP can have different causes such as infections, injuries, or lack of oxygen before or during birth, but the genetic contributions to CP have remained largely unknown. Novel research from scientists at the Hospital for Sick Children, the Research Institute of McGill University, Montreal in Health Centre, and Holland Bloorview Kids Rehabilitation Hospital, who led a multi-site Canadian project, provides a more detailed look at the genetic causes of the condition. Their findings suggest the existence of many genetic variants contributing to CP, which may inform future diagnosis and treatment. For 100 years, cerebral palsy was mostly thought to be the result of entirely environmental factors during birth, says study co-lead Dr. Stephen Schreier, Chief of Research and Senior Scientist in the Genetics and Genome Biology Program at Sick Kids and Director of the Center for Applied Genomics. And now he says we have a better understanding into the complex relationship between cerebral palsy's genetic and environmental factors. We hope we can improve care for these children. 1 in 10 children with CP have a genetic variant associated with their condition. Published in Nature Genetics, the scientists conducted whole genome sequences in 327 children with CP, including their biological parents, and compared it to 3 independent clinical cohorts, as well as to 2 pediatric control cohorts, to identify whether genetic variants may be involved in CP. The 7-year study found that more than 1 in 10 children, that's 11.3%, had a genetic variant or likely genetic variant for CP, and 17.7% of children had variants of uncertain significance that may be linked with CP after further research. Many of the variants also overlap with other neurodevelopmental conditions, including autism spectrum disorder, ASD, which is highly prevalent in children with CP. The findings suggest that CP and its causes may be much more diverse than previously thought, and showcases the strength of combining precision medicine programs, including Bloorview Research Institute's Precision Health Program and Precision Child Health at Sick Kids, a movement to deliver individualized care to each patient. Our findings are a step forward in better understanding the complex genetic and environmental risk factors that may determine an individual's chance of developing this complex condition to help individualize future treatment approaches, says study co-lead Dr. Mariam Oscoui, Senior Clinical Scientist at the Fonds de Recherche de Québec Santé, that's in Montreal, an institute of McGill University Health Centre, a division of the Montreal Children's Hospital. Our research dataset of deeply genotyped and phenotyped trios offers the best available evidence to shift clinical practice to include genetic testing in all children with CP. Open data provides a foundation for future research. The data collected through the study are the first whole genome sequencing data to be made available in the Brain Code Analytics and Informatics platform managed by the Ontario Brain Institute. This initiative aims to improve access to genome sequencing data for scientists around the world. Many of the children we see come through our doors have genetic variants that are associated with their cerebral palsy, explains first author Dr. Darcy Fellings, Senior Clinical Scientist at Holland Bloorview Kids Rehabilitation Hospital. This opportunity for precision medicine is of utmost importance to accurately diagnose etiology across all children with CP, improve family counseling, and choose interventions, medical and rehabilitation, best suited for the child. The research team hopes the data can also help other scientists identify new genes and pathways that are involved in CP and stimulate more research to understand how they affect the brain, and how they can be targeted for intervention. Holland Bloorview is excited to co-lead this new research disrupting the CP treatment landscape. And Dr. Shearer and Felling's work is laying the foundation for more targeted treatment options through the power of precision health and transforming the lives of children, youth and families locally, nationally and internationally, says Dr. Evdokia Anagnostou, Vice President of Research and Director of the Bloorview Research Institute. And this was from Nature Genetics, provided by the Hospital for Sick Children, and it's on Medical Express. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.